Well, good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am back on Frankenbuggy, and well, good morning, Turbo. I am going to hook up, and I have to make up some bracketry to hook up a throttle cable. The other day I took a trip to the Home Depot and got some ABS there and got some parts to connect the intake there, so that's all looking good there. But I have to hook up this cable. I went to one of those places, what's it called, you pull it or something like that. But basically you go out in the wrecking yard with some tools and get what you need. Because I don't know if you guys know, but Volkswagens are the only throttle cable that have that little ball there instead of a cylinder. Actually, I went to a hardware store, I got a little cable, and I thought, oh, I'll just like jerry rig that on there and, you know, make my own. But the shape of where it connects is that, not a cylinder. Every darn car I looked at yesterday had a cylinder. There was only one of these throttle cables in the whole wrecking yard off an old Golf, Volkswagen Golf, and so I was able to pull that off. So this guy here, this is one of these heavy-duty Volkswagen throttle cables, and it's a neat little setup. It has a little Heim up here, but it's a heavy-duty one. And this morning I had to do a little surgery to it because it had this little piece of tubing that encased over the cable, and then this went in there, and it's all for protection, but I had to get down to the cable. So I took my little Dremel tool, and talk about having to be very careful just to cut that a bit so I could break that and get that off of there, because I didn't want to chingle the cable at all. So now I'm to the point of designing and building the bracket, and I'm like, okay, where am I going to mount the bracket to? I didn't want to come off these studs for the valve cover there. I got this hole here, I don't know what that's all about. I was thinking that was a stud coming out, but it's actually a piece of tubing. My son says that's part of the cooling system. It's like, well, I'm not using that. And I'm like, well, where the hell am I going to mount this thing? Well, guess what? This intake manifold has a flat spot there. You can see under there. And I think that is solid, so I will be able to drill and put screws through that to hold a bracket that I bring on out here, because this basically has to be out like this far out here. It doesn't take a whole lot of throw or pull. See, I'm only looking at maybe 2 inches there. So that means I need this to be able to move in 2 inches from that point there. So I can mount this right about here. I'm just going to come out with the triangle, 3 screws, triangle out to, and I got the little attachment for that there. You can see on this one here. See that there? That is the same as what I got for the back here. So build a little triangle. I got some 1/8 inch plate, triangle coming out, 3 bolts, put that little doohickey on there, and then it's just a matter of those U-bolts with the screws and tie these 2 cables together, and I'll have a throttle cable. So that's what I'm thinking. I decided I'm going to have a segment of my videos. It's like, if you can think it, you can build it. This is the first episode of if you can think it, you can build it. And so I'm gonna see what I come up with today, and I'll bring you guys back in a little bit. All right, guys, I kind of got a plan here. I made this little cutout, and I'm gonna put you guys up here. So this follows basically where this casting has no longer a void. I mean, this is solid underneath here. So that's gonna follow that, right like that, and then I can put a couple of screws in there. I like to triangulate things, just like that. Then the clip that is similar to the one up there will be mounted underneath here, and this cable will go just like this, supported by this, and we'll be in good shape. So got my plasma cutter ready. Mark this out here. It's time to go from cardboard to steel. And that is the start of the bracket. I'll get it all cleaned up with a flappy and weld that little thing there, drill some holes. As quick as that, we're gonna have a throttle working. All right, guys, well, I'm getting to the point of racking the nerves because I'm gonna be drilling a hole through this. I marked the holes there where I wanted to go. Now, in this episode of, well, if you can dream it, you can build it, I couldn't find that darn thing. I got so many coffee cans of stuff around here. So, basically did this here. That slides in there like that. And then what's funny is there's this little bracket right here that has that screw going in there securing it. And after I put this all together, I can weld that on there for support there. I'm gonna have plenty of throw there. I only need 2 inches there. to open the throttle all the way open. So I'm going to go ahead and drill those, secure this on there. I'll weld that there, and then it's just a matter of attaching the cables, and we will have a working throttle. So all right, that looks good. Now, believe you me, that is a relief that that's solid. Because I'd sure hate to drill a hole into the intake manifold there. But that's good there. And it's got a little lip here. I don't know if you can see there, but there's a lip there. Give it a little extra support there. So, yeah. All right. So I'll go ahead and weld that there. All right, guys, a little bit more work here, and we'll be able to test this throttle, see how it works. So I'm going to do that little bit of welding there and secure them screws there to hold the bracket down, and yeah, we're in good shape here. Now that's mounted. Besides welding that there, I'm gonna pull that off, and looks like I got to do a little filler up there. I might have to adjust the hole after welding it. Another thing I want to do is I want to cut this back so I got the cable and this cable meeting together there, because I'm gonna put my little joint there. And then that will give me, there's at least 3 inches there. I'll have plenty of room for any throw I need there, which I know I only need 2, but I'm gonna have to cut this off, this rod here, cut that off down to the cable, and put the little union there to hold that together, and that'll be done. We should be able to see it working from the gas pedal. So just a little bit of fine tuning there, and we're ready to rock and roll. So let me get that done. I won't know until I look at the video whether I got full throw or not, because you know, I was over there pushing the gas pedal. But anyways, that's it. First episode of, well, actually every episode we ever did was if you can dream it, you can build it, because everything we do around here is first we come up with a dream, and then we get some tools and some material and we put it together. That's what it is. So if I can make a suggestion, you guys can do the same. If you can dream it, you can build it. All you have to do is put down whatever's in your hand. Get to go out there, grab some tools and some materials, and put something together. Because that's all I did. I had some sheet metal here, got a welder and some drills. This guy here, that's just a little coupler nut there. So ran a screw in there after I drilled a hole, secured those cables, and yeah, now the go pedal works. Next, it's still got to do the cooling system, and that the serpentine belt, that's all messed up because we got to get that AC compressor delete thing, get that in here. But yeah, this thing's really close to running here. So got the intake all connected, got the battery, or the radiator mounted, and now we got a gas pedal. So anyways, guys, that's it for today. Hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas holiday, and we still got one more to go, New Year's, and next year it's gonna be a busy one. Lots of stuff to put together around here, and you guys got stuff to put together too. If you can dream it, you can build it. So like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and tell your friends, because one thing I'm dreaming about and I'm trying to build is this channel. I know we got to get everything we're building out on the tracks and do some action stuff going, but you know, we got to get it built first. So anyways, guys, everyone have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.